Good morning. Well, the cold front definitely moved through. It's chilly this morning. It'll be okay. Sun's gonna shine. It's not gonna feel all that bad, but we're gonna wear a sweatshirt most of the day, I would assume. So, first thing here this morning, we're gonna load up the planter with fertilizer. We ran out just a little short last night when we were trying to finish the field up. So we're gonna put 1,500 gallons of 2x2 on, fill the starter or the pop-up tank, and then we're gonna wait for our field cultivator to get a little bit more done and get ahead of us. I think I'm gonna make a seed delivery here this morning while Brock gets the field cultivator moving, and then we'll come back and keep planting this afternoon or late morning. So that's the plan. He's picking up some rocks, and then he's gonna come and get the sprayer. So we gotta load this up and get it out of the way so he can spray. All right, we are loaded up, parked out of the way here. Still got a bunch of seed in. We had just filled up seed not too long before we ran out of fertilizer, so we should be able to plant for a while when we get back to 100 acres anyway. Got the trailer loaded up. We've got 3 stops to make on this one. Most of it goes to the first stop, and then 1 box to the second one, and that little pallet on the front to the third one. But they're all fairly close together, so it'll be good. We gotta stop in the farm and grab some paperwork real quick. Hopefully Brock is here and in a field cultivator. Well, there he goes. That's good. Well, we made our seed delivery. 3 stops, got that stuff done. And the last stop was one that I had already been to, and he had a couple of pallets that were empty, so we brought those back. All good. Let's go plant some corn. Brock's got our next field all ready to go, so we can finish our 9 acres and go plant that one. I think there's 62 in this one or something like that. I feel like I'm behind, but I'm not. I'm gonna catch Brock. Let's check the oil here. I'm gonna catch Brock pretty quick. He's got to keep that field cultivator moving, so we'll stay right on his tail. Put the pressure to him. Oil level is good. It was a little low the other morning. I added a half a gallon, so I want to keep an eye on it. Back in the tractor seat. Let's go. We don't have much to do here in this field. Looks like 2 rounds. Down, back, down, and back, and then we're done here, and we jump over by the house way over there. Yeah, don't even have to fold up. Sweet. Okay, well, let's see how much we can get done. I was adding it up last night when we got done. We were sitting at 288 acres of corn to plant here at Waldron. We got to go to Berkey yet. But 288 here. So how much of that can we get done today? I don't think we can get it all done. 240 today would be awesome, but I don't think that's probably realistic either. So we'll see how far we make it. Last one here. Cool. Well, finally got this one done. That took longer than it was supposed to, but it's okay. The next one should go fast. Yeah. Phil thinks it's still too wet to be disking any corn stalks. One of the fields that we need to do is one right over there, right next to where we're going. Corn stalks do tend to stay wetter than chiseled bean stubble does in the spring. One of the reasons that we do a lot of heavy tillage, especially in our bean stubble. But the corn stalks, it just depends, right? They hold more moisture because there's more residue, but at the same time, it's firmer because you didn't loosen everything up. So early in the season they tend to be a little bit drier. Later in the season they tend to hang a little bit wetter. It's just difference in how things dry out. It's fine. It's no big deal. We're down to, let's see, 90 and 32 over there, 82, 65 and 15 over that way. However many that acres adds up to is how many beans we've got left to plant here. Now we've still got to go to Berkey for both corn and beans, and we could go at any time. But I'm going to try and get most, if not all, this corn done first. Probably what's going to happen is we're going to get this rain tonight and tomorrow, and then we'll have to see how much rain we get at both places and where we think things are going to dry out first, and we may head for Berkey, come back and finish up the last little bit here. Here's what we mean about the wet spots and it being too wet out here. I need to drive through there just to plant my second set of end rows. Technically, this is the corn stalks that Phil's got to do. We aren't farming through there for a while. Brock's working over there across the road. There's that corn stalks, need discs. It's very rolling, one of the most rolling pieces that we've got. It doesn't show up very good on the camera, but you can kind of tell. Anyway, this is also where we've got some of those muck pockets that I was talking about. Was that yesterday? Might have been yesterday. You can see we've got some blacker dirt here. There's a really dark spot right up in front of us. There's another one over the hill that you can't see over there. So it's not a lot in this field. That field's got much more of it. There's a triangle piece over there that's really bad, and along that ditch. And then there's another hole over there. The field across the road, Phil's already got planted. That one has got a muck pocket. And then on the other side of the house across the road there, is probably one of the biggest ones that we've got. And that is going to corn, but it's probably going to be the last field that we plant. So it'll be a little while before we get there. This is also not the spot to be dragging 1,500 gallons of fertilizer through. Yeah, I don't like it. But I don't have a lot of choice. This is a better spot to be when you're empty. Planting some end rows along the road here. This road runs on an angle, so this field's kind of, they're point rows. And we've got electric poles that are varying distances off the road, which makes them super fun. Including the one back behind me a ways. That I can't fit between it and the road, so you gotta pull up and back around. Yeah, it was whatever, we got it. Also, because there's a side road comes in here, but this road is angled back, I did not plant right into that corner. I kind of left 40-50 feet back from the edge of the field, just so that people can see. Because when you pull up to this corner and you're trying to look for traffic coming from back that way, if there's corn clear up into there, you can't see it all. So we left that big area there. No big deal. Kind of a common courtesy to the traffic on that road. Now, it's a dirt road. There's not a lot of traffic, but we drive down it, and it's a pain to see what's coming. And there's tall corn there. Well, like I said, it'll go fast. This little point here, it looks like a lot, but it's not. We're probably only 5 or 6 acres in there to get out to the road. Just a lot of turning. Brock is just finishing up the field across the road, which is perfect, so we can just jump over there and keep going. He's going to jump over here to another field. And we're going to cover some ground today. I don't know if it's going to be as much as I want to, but we are going to cover some ground. At some point, we're going to run out of seed or fertilizer. Probably seed before fertilizer would be my guess. We're down to 2 boxes that aren't supposed to go to Berkey, left in the seed barn, or in the barn down there, the shop, back of the shop. So there's 3 boxes, 1 partial, 2 partials, and 1 full one, but 2 varieties. The 1 partial and full box are the same varieties. So we're gonna go and load up. We'll probably go back, load up seed and fertilizer, and then come down and finish this across the road. Yeah, the 111-day corn is going in the fields down the road, so the rest of it's all getting the stuff that goes here. It's all 108-day corn. Now would be a good time to have the drone in the air. I would do that. I've even got it with me, but both batteries that I have are dead. Oh, well, there's the fertilizer. I was wrong. Okay. Well, shoot. That's the pop-up fertilizer. I'll plant the rest of this strip without it, and then we'll go load up. Yeah, well, we weren't supposed to run out of fertilizer that early. But my pop-up tank is empty. I think we made a mistake, and by we, I mean I. I made a mistake. When I was done filling fertilizer this morning, I forgot to close a valve. And so very slowly for the last 65 acres that we've gotten planted today, that tank has been not only pulling out of it and going on the field where it's supposed to, draining back into my big tank as gravity allows. And so, while it says there's 240 gallons left, there's not. It got mixed into my 2x2 starter, which is fine, ain't gonna hurt anything there, but it makes me 240 gallons short of what I'm supposed to have. So, crap. We're not out of seed. We're not out of 2x2 fertilizer. But we gotta go back to the farm. We're gonna load up. We'll put more 2x2 in, and we'll get our seed tender ready. And then somebody can bring it over to the field, or maybe I'll have somebody bring it over to the field. That way, once we get back, we can just keep planting, and everything will be here that we need. Waiting for Dad to get out of the way. He's all loaded up and leaving. He is done spraying beans, at least all of the beans that are planted, and got his first load of corn herbicide in there. So he's going to spray corn, which is good. The beans are more critical than the corn because the beans have to get sprayed before they come up. Corn you can spray post-emerge if we need to. I transferred stuff from my pull-behind tank to the front tank on the planter. We're going to put another 700 gallons in there. I like filling in 700 or 1,400 gallon increments because it's easy math for me with my blend, right? Because our rate is 14 gallons to the acre, so that I know in that 14 gallons I've got 5 gallons of ATS, 5 gallons of 28, 3 gallons of 1034O, and a gallon of my alternate zinc. So if I'm doing 1,400, you just multiply all those by 100. Super easy. If we're doing 700, you just divide them by 2 and multiply by 100. It's relatively easy math. So that's what we're gonna do. Right now we're filling the pop-up tank with my season pass, Anderson's season pass, and yeah, we're gonna get some seed stuff around. We're right behind Brock. I mean, we got stuff we can keep planting here, but I can plant a lot faster than he can run the field cultivator, so I don't need to be in a huge hurry. That handle, that one right there that says 600, that's a 600 gallon tank. She needs to be closed when we're running. I left it open accidentally. But if that's my biggest mistake of the year, we're doing all right. We put a little bit of the wrong type of fertilizer in the wrong spot. It'll be fine. If you want to know how planting progress is coming, there's the liquid level in our season pass tank, and there's the level in our 1034O tank. Both of those should be basically empty, if not empty, when we're done. We're gonna do something that I have not done much of in the past, or hardly ever. Since I got a few minutes here, or at least I'm not pressed to catch up to Brock in the field cultivator, I've got a jug of some corn over treatment and we're running out of boxes to put it on. So we're gonna treat this box here real quick. I'm cleaning out the treater extra good, making sure we got all the beans out of it, any buildup or anything like that, so that we don't get beans in our corn. And we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna talk about it as much as I can, but I don't know a whole lot other than what I'm doing. All right, so I have this experimental R&D jug that it doesn't even tell you what it is, other than some material numbers and stuff on there. But this is some of that Epivio Energy, I believe is what they're calling it. It is a corn over treatment. I had those 3 paper bags of it with this treatment on it that we planted yesterday, but they've given me enough to treat a whole box. So that's what we were gonna do. That's what's in this jug here. We're gonna dump it in tank 2, which is my inoculant tank, because it's empty. That tank still has a little cruiser in it. We're going to shut that one off, so we're not using any out of that one, just using out of tank 2. They say don't mix with any water, don't add any water, don't run a second pump with water, anything like that. It's just running this straight. 1.51 ounces per unit is what it sounds like, so we got to get our treater all programmed in and do all of that. And this jug should do this box. From what I understand, this stuff stinks like you would not believe. It is a seaweed extract, so I do believe that it stinks. I've been mixing here, trying to get it all shook up, and we're gonna crack this open. Oh, it's not fun looking. Oh, yep, it hits you. All right. And we're just gonna let that drip. We're gonna get a little inoculant mixed in because I pulled all the stuff out of the hose that I could, but I couldn't quite get it all. So recirculating here, we're gonna get as much of the line primed as we can, and then we'll prime to the atomizer, and then we're gonna see how this goes. They supposedly gave me enough for 50 units. There's 45 in a box, so there's enough in there to do the box and prime the lines. That's what I've been told. All right, I think we're ready. I can see it in this hose, so it's right there. It's only the second time I've ever run corn through my treater. I did one box like the first or second year I got it, trying to add some micronutrient stuff that was a real pain in the butt. Hopefully this goes a little smoother. Just like treating beans. I doubt it's even going to be noticeable. Well, it looks sort of dark, I guess. I don't know. We're going to try it. It does stink, I can tell you that. Ugh. Yep, you can smell it. Well, it used it up. Got to be about done. We might pour a little water in just to try and flush those lines out as it gets down towards the bottom. Rinse in the jug. By the time that water makes it, it'll be done. There. Alright, now we got to clean it out good. It's very sticky. You can hear it rattling in that auger. It does not want to come out. I don't know about this. Definitely something that if we were going to do a lot of, it's either all before, yeah, it's all before. We treat all the boxes of corn before we start doing any beans. I think Brayson's going to go plant with me here when we're done. All right, we're back in the tractor. I got Brayson tagging along today.
And I'm going to drive some.
You're going to drive some? Perfect, let's do it. We put that box back on the tender. We're going to deal with that later. We don't need it right now. We're going to plan out what we've got, and then we'll have somebody bring the tender over. We're actually going to put the other box in that doesn't have that treatment on it first, plant that out, and then we'll see where we're at, and then we'll make a decision from there on what we're going to do, because I've got that other box 111 day that's still in the back of the shop that I want to plant on the next fields, but I don't know how far all this is going to go, so that's what we're doing. All right, well, we finished the field across the road. There was only 4 acres there. Jumped across the road here. A little minor difficulty, but we made it. And we're going to do some end rows. This field here, let's see, it looks like that. It's all kinds of odd shaped, and the rows run in 2 different directions or 3 different directions. There's a lot of end rows. There's a lot of ends. So we're going to get everything opened up, and then we'll check in again. So we kind of divide this field up into halves. We've got the rows that run north and south that we're doing now, and then over there they run east-west. You can kind of see. So basically what we planted this way is going to go north-south. We got this little chunk in the woods, and that little chunk down there by that low ground. We got a dike we got to plant around here, which was conveniently right in the middle of a planter pass, so that's helpful. Or on the edge of a planter pass, I mean. Swerve a little bit on both sides and not have to fill in any gaps. Oh, too close. Yep, now we got a big curve. Anyway, that electric pole was a pain, but not as big of a pain as that electric pole. I think that's it on this field, though. We don't have any more. This is the same continuation of the ones that we dealt with across the road, so that's how it goes. And, yeah, we're going to knock this one out. There's 65 acres here. Like I said, I don't know how far we'll make it on the seed, but we'll just get our seed tender over here when we need it. All right, well, now that we're in, regular rows and not end rows, I asked Brayson if he wanted to drive. He said no. I think he was falling asleep, so I gave him some sugar. And he's like, yep, I'm ready to drive now. So we stuck him in the seat. Don't touch anything until we get to the end, though, okay? Okay. You get to make about 2 passes before I get to more end rows, and then you've got to move. Sorry. All right, but everything is running pretty good. This is a rather rolling field as well. We've got a little pocket there that looks like it was a little wet, but I think we'll get through it. We'll probably get 2 inches of rain tomorrow and it'll drown out, but hey, what are you gonna do? At least it got planted.
Can I touch it?
You can touch that, yes. All right, and then I'm gonna have you push the top of the A button and we're gonna turn. Nope, you're gonna use your thumb here. Okay, pull back on it. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Good, let go, let go, let go, let go. Okay, and you pulled back too far and we stopped. So now you got to pull the trigger behind it. Feel this trigger right back here.
Oh, yeah.
Pull that and push forward. Push forward. No, 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 no. Brayson.
What?
Which way is forward?
This way.
Okay, then why'd you go sideways? You don't ever, ever, ever back up with the planter in the ground. Pull that trigger and go forward. There you go.
Now what?
Okay, just like that. Stop. Let go. Okay, now press the top of the A when I tell you to. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Now. Okay, now the planter's lifting up. Now we're going to wait until we get a little closer to the edge. Turn. Turn, 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 turn. Okay, that's good. Now go back the other way, back the other way, back the other way, back the other way, back the other way. That's good. Turn, 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 turn. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way. You got to get lined up with that white line over there on the display. Turn back, turn back, turn back. Okay, press the number 12 button on this thing. 12, 12, 12. Perfect. Okay, now you're going to press the bottom of the A button. Let it go when I tell you. Doing this nice and slow. You did a good job. You ready? Go. Okay, now take that control and just hold your hand on it and push it forward until it clicks. No, 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 wait, not forward. That way. That way. Yep, now let go. I always forget. It's sideways to go back to my 9 miles an hour set point. It's clicking forward to go to the other set point, which is road gear. Which wouldn't basically do the same thing because we can't pull it in road gear, but good job, bud. You made it. All right. I'll let you do one more on the other end, okay?
Okay.
You remember what you're doing?
No.
I'll walk you through it again. It's okay. Ooh, this one's going to be tight bracing. It's going to be right along the edge of the woods. You sure you can do this?
No.
You can do it. I believe in you. I got faith in you. Not there yet. We don't have to slow down yet. Okay, I might have to help you a little bit, though, because we got to get real close to the corner of those trees. The corner of the field. All right, start slowing down. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. There. That's good. Let go. Okay, now when I tell you to, you're going to press the top of the A button. Ready? Now. Okay, get ready to turn that way. Ready? Turn. Turn, 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 turn. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm going to help you here because this is a little... We got to be in just the right spot. We're not going to be able to use an auto steer line for a second. Bottom of the A button. Ready? Go. You missed.
I pushed it.
Yeah, you didn't get it far enough. Okay, now you got to steer. You got to keep the edge of that planter right by the trees.
Okay.
You can go a little faster if you want. Push it forward. Watch where you're steering. You got to steer so that edge is right by the trees. Turn that way a little bit. Not too much. Okay, that's good. Yep. And turn back. This way. Keep it by the trees. It's curving away from you. Not too far. You're gonna go slow turns. Sorry, I'm shaking this camera all over you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, once we get past the edge of the trees here, you're gonna just slowly curve over until you're on that white line, and then press the 12 button. Slowly start curving over. Turn, 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 turn. Not too much. Okay, press it, press it, press it, press it. 12, 12, 12, 12. Got it. Okay, now push that to the side again.
This one?
Sideways, that way. Nice job. You even got to hand drive for a minute. Okay, I'm going to take back over as we go along the front here. We got to do some more end rows and stuff. Good?
Yeah.
Good job. I don't know if it's worth the trouble to farm that half acre there. Maybe an acre. I don't know. It's a 24-row planter. You don't get much more than a couple passes of end rows. Anyway. We'll come back and do that. We got this other piece in the woods up here. This piece to do. And we're going to end up about right there by the time this tapers out to nothing or very little. So we'll do that. This pass feels like some contour farming. We get farming down the hillside going along this edge here. I knew that was going to happen. Got a low seed bin warning. I'm going to go try and level them out a little bit, I think. Got those pieces filled in. We can't have much seed left. I just called and Dad or somebody's going to bring my seed tender over. So while we're by the driveway here, I think we're just going to stop and load her up. End rows. This whole field is end rows. Okay, well, we're doing some more. We've got along this dike done a little bit, doing these ends here. We're going to fill in this wedge, and then we'll go into the back there. We ran out of seed, so we filled up. Well, we didn't fill up. We put seed in. I had this 108 day. We had 2 boxes left of it. I had a partial box and then the full box that we just treated with that Epivio. They're both on the seed tender. But I don't want to put them in together because obviously I want to test that Epivio and see, if it does anything or whatever. I just want to be able to isolate it. And so I put in the rest of the other box, the partial. But there was not nearly as much in there as I thought there was. Like only a couple 100 pounds. So it isn't going to go very far here. So we're going to plant until it runs out, and then we're going to have to put in enough from that other box to finish this field. And since we're going to do that, I don't know, maybe we don't have to. See, I'm debating because that box is going to finish this field, it's going to do that field, and it's going to do the rest of whatever we've got over where Brock is field cultivating now. But I've got that 111 day that I need to use up there first. So what I could do when I get this empty is pull out of here, go load up the 111 day, and go down there and plant, and then put the whole box of 08U in, finish there, come back and finish this, and plant that. That's a lot of jumping around, but from a seed management standpoint, it makes the most sense. Not necessarily from an efficiency standpoint, but I don't know if we care too much. Well, our seed bins are empty again. We've got 15 acres left in this field, and then there's 40 in the one behind us that we can plant. That's 65. I think we're just gonna stay here and do that. As much as I would rather just go to the other field, plant that, and then come back here. I don't know if I can get it all done tonight. Brock is down there fitting now, but he just called and said he's got the one field done, the 46 acres, but he's gonna start in on the 78 next door, but he won't get it done tonight. He must have to leave, got something going on. So it's gonna lead me to get more done if I just stay here. I won't put the whole box in. We'll try and figure out how much I need roughly to finish this, and then we'll do that. So if we got 40 and 15, that's 55 acres. 55 divided by 2.5 is what? 50, that would be 20. So we need like 22 units. That should be right. It still stinks. Oh. Oh, hey, hi. I forgot about you guys. No, I didn't forget about you guys. Look, a change of scenery. What's going on here? I had to take Brayson home. He was riding with me, and we had to load seed up, and he wanted to go home. So I took the seed tender back to the farm because we were done with it. And I left my phone in my truck. So then I went back to the field. Somebody took me over there, and I didn't have my phone for the last hour and a half, so I finished planting the field that we were in when we quit. I planted almost all the rest of the next one. I got 7 acres to go, and I ran out of fertilizer. And then when I went back to the farm, and I found my phone, and Brock had called me because he wanted to go home, and he didn't want to finish this, and I don't really want to bring the tractor home without finishing it. We've got like 10 acres to go here, so I said, well, I'll go just run down there. And so he just left. I took over. I'm going to run the field cultivator on the rest of this field, just basically over to those trees. Won't take too long. We're probably done planting for the night. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the best thing to do is. This field, the one across the ditch that Brock's already got done, there's 46 and 78. I would have loved to have gotten them planted today, but it'd be 2-3 o'clock in the morning before I could get them done, if I could get them done. There's rain coming. I don't know if it's a good idea to plant right ahead of a rain like that. Some of our better farms, which means I really want to get them planted, but also I don't want to screw them up. Frustrating, but we're probably going to not do it tonight. So anyway, we're going to finish working this down, take the tractor home. It is fun sitting behind the wheel of this big tractor. And for me, so far it's been running pretty darn good all spring. Like, I'll have to ask Brock if he's had any issues with it derating and stuff, but I haven't. But I haven't driven it much, so. Anyway, we're just finishing up some end rows here. About done with this field. We'll head for home. It's getting dark. We're not going to go back to planting tonight. The electric lanes are high enough, I'm not going to hit them, right? Can't see them, but there's Paul. We're folding right underneath them, which is a terrible idea, but I think we're okay. Those ones are pretty high. You got to be close to 25 feet. The field cultivator folds a lot faster than the packer does. I need to fuel it up. So we're down to about 35 acres or so to field cultivate here at Waldron. That's it. And then we're heading to Berkey with this tractor, or maybe we're heading to Berkey first and then we're going to do that. It'd be nice to get it done now before we go, but probably going to be raining in the morning. And it's that field that's got the biggest muck pocket of all the ones that we have, so I'm not doing it in the dark. But anyway, thanks for watching today. Sorry for leaving out a significant portion there towards the end when I forgot my phone, and it was kind of nice to just chill in the tractor for a while though. We're doing really well, making good progress. Today is April 30th, last day of April, and we are 3/4 of the corn, or more than 3/4 of the corn planted. Phil's 2/3 of the beans planted. Has kind of hit a standstill on those a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how things dry out after this rain tomorrow and how much we get. They've really backed off the totals, but kind of extended the window for how long it might rain. But next week looks fantastic. I would be absolutely shocked if we are not done planting by the end of next week. Completely done planting, so we'll see. But it's been a really good week and a day here, 2 days. Great window for us to get a bunch done. So thanks for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you guys in the morning.